shine.
Yep.
Now,
Talk to me. What are we saying?
we have what we call a GOAT. That's all I can say. Greatest of all time.
LeBron James.
LeBron James that they're calling the GOAT. Now,
The GOAT of this era. Let's just
the
say that
GOAT
out
of this era. The GOAT of this era. We say he's called the GOAT of this era.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, socio and economically, proving his worth.
Yep.
10 times over. Right? Now, I'm hearing talks on the internet, buzzwords. So, for those that may not know, in the NBA Finals, there's a number of games. It's the first person to win, is it 4 games?
It's 4 games.
Yeah, the first person to win 4 games actually gets the championship. So LeBron James, we say that this is his chance this year to get another championship.
His fourth championship.
His 4th championship. Now, a few years he went without a ring because team setup, a lot of factors were against him. But now is his chance.
Definitely.
He's been to the finals. He's been to this point in his life fighting for that ring. He's been there how many times? 8 times?
No,
10 times?
This is his 10th finals appearance.
10 times. So for 10 years, 10 times, 10 seasons, this man has been the elite of elite. He's been elite.
Well, technically, he's been elite. You can arguably say, and I'm not just saying that, but most people that have been watching him since he got here in the NBA, because he didn't went to college. He came out straight out of high school. So you can arguably say he's been elite for 15 years, because this is his
15 years. But to get to this point where he's actually challenging for a ring, and if he wins, he gets a championship, that's 10 times he's done that.
Yeah, 10 final appearances.
Yeah. 10 final appearances where he has been the best in the league, or the best out of the best 2 teams in the league 10 times, right? He's won it how many times? 3 times?
Yep, that's right.
He hasn't won it 6 times. Haters.
Where are you going with this?
I'll call them haters. Well, I'm good. 1 second. I'm telling you, you'll have your.
This is not about Michael Jordan.
I'm just saying. I'm not comparing him to Jordan. Everybody knows Jordan's the GOAT. But for him,
one of the GOATs.
You can only have one GOAT.
Listen, there are many GOATs.
And right now, that GOAT is Michael Jordan.
Listen, Bill Russell has 10 rings. I don't want to hear the argument. People call Michael the GOAT, but they forget about Bill. Bill has 12. Oh, good old Billy got 12. Listen, if we want to go down that discussion, we can talk about Billy.
I'm not going on rings, so okay, relax.
Good old Billy has 12 rings. I don't. Good old Billy, 12 rings, bro.
When did Bill Russell play?
Listen, he played in the 70s. But listen,
okay, what are we talking about here? In the 70s, cigarettes would help cure a headache. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? In the 70s, black people just voted. What are we talking about here?
It doesn't matter.
What are we talking about here?
It doesn't matter. Like,
what are we talking about here?
It doesn't matter. Like, people say, I'm like, okay,
70s, niggas were wearing flares with afros. What are we talking about here?
Michael Jordan,
shirts.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He is.
Exactly.
He's not just the undisputed. For me, he's not just the undisputed.
He's
GOAT.
the undisputed to me.
I'm sorry.
To me.
We're just gonna disagree.
All right, let's disagree on that one because you want to talk about Bill Russell, right?
Go ahead.
70s.
Listen. We're going off. We're going off track.
We're going off track because you wanted to mention somebody where people wearing leather waistcoats with no shirts in the 70s, dancing to disco music, and you want to talk about 10 rings,
Bro, you started with 6. You started 6, so you was gonna allude to the Michael Jordan thing.
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
you took it on that tangent because you love LeBron so much. You can't. Nobody can say anything bad about LeBron much.
I never say that.
You brought up Bill Russell.
I've never said that. Like, I'm gonna sit here and say that LeBron is perfect. Like he's had his faults. Like
All
nobody's
right,
perfect.
let me go.
Like,
Let me go back on my
MJ,
tangent. Let me go back.
MJ's not perfect. Like,
I didn't
come on.
mention MJ. You mentioned MJ. Just remember. Just
any-
remember you mentioned MJ. All right,
anyways,
let's go back. Let's
yeah,
go back.
Yeah,
Let's go
yeah.
back. He hasn't made it. He hasn't won the ring 6 out of 10 times. He made it there 10 times, right?
Yep.
This is his 10th time.
Yep.
He didn't make it 6. He won 3 times.
Yep.
There were whispers going on the internet.
Yep.
You've been there 10 times. You won it 3 times.
Yep.
You could win it another time.
Yep.
There are talks of what they call not LeBron, but Le Flop. Now, Le Flop is...
Those people don't know anything about basketball.
Yeah, 1 second. I can tell you're triggered.
Like, those people are haters.
See, I haven't even finished it. You're jumping in. That's hilarious. All right, so the reason why I'm trying to let the audience know, because a lot of our listeners are in the UK and they don't watch the NBA. So,
no, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do watch the NBA. Nope, you'll be surprised.
Not in England. Not in England.
Really?
Not in England.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Bro.
I don't believe that.
What?
Anyways, let's go.
Let's keep going. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, because I think you're on crack and smack if you think a lot of people watch NBA in London. So, basically, they say Le Flop. Instead of LeBron, they call him Le Flop. Now, Le Flop means every time he gets to winning a ring. See, I can't even talk properly. You make me laugh because you love LeBron so much. Every time he gets close to getting a ring, he either he crumbles or his team doesn't win it or something happens and they end up blaming him, right?
That's not even true. Like LeBron came into this late. LeBron right now, LeBron has
you said LeBron 3 times and not made a point.
Let me chill. LeBron is the only player who has had the most amount of pressure ever. Nobody has had the amount of pressure LeBron has had and has lived up to the expectations. Like, come on.
Jordan.
LeBron did not had that amount of pressure that LeBron has. Back then, remember, we are living in a social media Michael Jordan didn't have that amount of pressure.
Michael Jordan was more famous than LeBron.
A lot of people will confirm, and this is facts.
No, it's not.
Michael Jordan did not have the amount of pressure that LeBron currently has and has had when he entered the league. This is facts.
That's not facts. How can you prove that? How can you prove pressure? How can you prove pressure?
This is facts. This is facts.
How can you prove pressure?
Chill. This is facts.
How can you prove pressure?
Listen, before he even got into this league, they crowned him as the chosen one. They put that pressure on him even before he got into the league. Okay? And he has, you know what? He has excelled those expectations. He's lived up to them.
You know what pressure is?
It's not his fault. It's not his fault if he carried this bum of a Cleveland team to the finals and he had to go up against super teams. It's not his fault if he's lost to a 7-3 win team as the what they're called again, the Warriors. There are 4 of them who are arguably going to end up as Hall of Famers. Listen, LeBron's road to a championship has not been as easy as people think it has. So people needs to chill. The same people who call him LaFlop are haters. They don't know anything about basketball. You know what's even more aggravating? It's the fact that these people started gassing up like this LeBron hate ever since they watched the Michael Jordan Last Dance tape. Like, okay, who did Michael Jordan play with? Scottie Pippen, Hall of Famer. Dennis Rodman, Hall of Famer. John Stockton, Hall of Famer. Steve Kerr. Listen.
But is it his fault that he can put a good team together?
Not only that, but like Michael Jordan has played for like a Hall of Famer coach for the most part of his life. Like,
But is it his fault? Is it his fault that he can do that? Because LeBron James had a chance to put together a dream team, and he can put a dream team together.
Michael Jordan didn't do that. All of those things just kind of sort of happened.
Exactly. So you can't blame Jordan for being good with when he's got that backup. It's like the Golden State Warriors. It's like the Golden State Warriors.
I know you can't blame Michael for that, but you cannot also blame LeBron for losing.
Nobody's
as well.
blaming. No, what? What are you talking about?
Listen, I would say I was probably the only like huge memorable letdown that LeBron has had was during that Dallas series when he lost to the Dallas Mavericks against Dirk Nowitzki. Because at that point, if I recall, LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? And he went to join Dwayne Wade in Miami Heat with Chris Bosh, and they formed a super team, right? Yeah. And at that point, LeBron James was not although he was in his prime physically, LeBron didn't know how to win a championship.
So that's it. That what? But ain't that him? But, that's him though.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say.
Don't give him an out, man. He lost.
Listen, what I'm trying to say. That's probably the only negative point in his career where he just had a meltdown. But
other than the 6, the other times he just lost because he lost is what you're saying.
He lost. Let me see. He lost against the Spurs. Who did the Spurs have again? Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and what's his name? Kawhi Leonard. Like, all of these guys are gonna. Well, the three guys that I've named first, they're all Hall of Famers. And Kawhi Leonard is arguably going to become a Hall of Famer. So LeBron James lost.
Don't do that.
So LeBron James lost the Spurs that has 4 Hall of Famers. Okay, thank you.
Are you counting Kawhi? Are you counting Kawhi?
Kawhi's gonna become a Hall of Famer.
Is he one though? Is he one?
He has 2 MVPs. Finals
is
MVP.
Is he one though?
He has 2 right now.
Is he one? Is he one right now?
No, but he's gonna become.
Was he one then? Was he one then?
When he won the Finals MVP when he was with the Spurs.
Yeah, but was he a Hall of Famer then?
He was not, but he will become one.
So don't count him as a Hall of Famer. Don't disrespect the ting. Don't disrespect the ting.
He will become one.
Don't disrespect the ting.
So is it wrong for me to say that LeBron's going to become a Hall of Famer because everybody's saying that?
You can't count him as one. You can't count him as one. Why are you disrespecting the ting? You can't count the man as a Hall of Famer if he's not a Hall of Famer.
But he's a future Hall of Famer.
We do. I'm a firefighter. I'm a firefighter now. I'm a firefighter. I can hold man on my shoulder and walk into a building. I'm a firefighter. What we doing? What we doing?
Okay. I see your point.
Facts, nigga.
I see your point. But he's a future Hall of Famer. Let me see. LeBron also lost to the Boston Celtics, who had Hall of Famer Ray Allen, Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett.
I'm not believing your Hall of Famers anymore.
And Hall of Famer Paul Pierce.
All right. What I'm hearing, is that he's losing to good teams.
He's losing to a great team.
That's all it is just losing to the good teams. But
listen, he's losing to great teams, and if you look around who he had in his team, I'm sorry,
that's his problem. I'm sorry, that's his problem. I don't care. You know what? If you're meant to win, you're meant to win.
You know what?
If you're meant to win, you're meant to win. You play to win, you play to win. You can't blame his team because he's... Yeah, go on.
Jay, you know what? Let's go back to what happened on Friday between the Lakers and the Heat, because we're just going to disagree to agree.
Yes. Okay. Because you can't blame... Because what I'm hearing from you is every time LeBron lost, it's because either he had a bum team or his team weren't as good as he was.
That's facts. But that's facts.
You can in the NBA. The NBA is very different. The NBA is very different.
But that's
the
facts.
NBA is very different.
Facts. But those are facts.
Yes, but 1 second.
Everybody's saying it. Those are actual facts.
But 1 second. 1 second. In the NBA, you choose where you want to go when you're LeBron's level.
LeBron got drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't choose. I'm sorry.
Okay, outside of the Cleveland Cavaliers, whatever. He can now choose where...